Hello, and welcome to this. No, it's not coffee time. I'm just having a sip of coffee. For we are reviewing today. Got to be careful because I've got hot coffee there. I'm going to be swinging stuff around, and I'm reviewing. If you haven't read the title or description, I'm reviewing Greg Lake's The Anthology. There it is, and it's a new double album celebrating the musical life of Mr. Greg Lake. There we go. God, I can't remember what it says on the label because they've written white on silver. You can probably read it better than me. Here you go. Deluxe career spanning Greg Lake tribute. Early recordings. King Crimson. Oh, I've said the name. I'm gonna have to say it in because of this review. Okay. ELP solo collaborations, including From the Beginning, Lucky Man, I Believe in Father Christmas, In the Court of the Crimson King, 28-page booklet with photos and notes. Yeah. Before we begin, if you're going to get this, get it on CD. You get more tracks, there's more things, there's more bits. I feel a little bit aggrieved. Again, before I even start the review, I feel a little bit aggrieved because I bought this on vinyl because I wanted the big booklet. I can't, eyesight. I wanted the booklet. I wanted to run my fingers over the portraits of young Greg Lake, young virile Greg Lake. I wanted to fondle the goods of, as it were. And I don't get the same from a CD booklet. So I'm assuming there'll be a download code, or maybe sometimes they put the CDs inside, So you can imagine my utter shock and horror. BMG, you're the bastards that do all the copyright claims on YouTube. Imagine my shock and horror when there were no download codes, there was no extras, and it is a significant portion of the album that's missing, depending on, well, again, what is it's such a large, it's not like a couple of tracks, it's a lot of tracks, and I'm going to talk about that now. For example, the audio CD has, I've got to pull it all up, has in total 33 tracks. 33 tracks. 33 tracks, whereas the vinyl has got 9, 12, 21 tracks. You can see the disparity there. So I was a little bit aggrieved. I'm aggrieved, but I got it for a good price on Amazon with delivery, so I can't complain. I will complain. God damn it, no, I am complaining. So to BMG for that. Shall we have a look at it? Shall we have a little looky? I'm really nervous about this cup of coffee here. I'm going to put the cup of coffee on the floor, and then that way I can kick it over rather than knock it over. So there it is. There he is. It's a lovely portrait. And again, it's just... it's terrible what happened to old Greg, There he is. And I know, I've touched it, it's ruined. Oh, somebody loves me. And in here, but it's the booklet that's the worthy thing. And again, I got to saw him live. It was accidental. It was an accident, and we weren't planning on going. But I noticed this is before we had the kids, and I noticed. God, when was it? 2005, I think it was. And I noticed he was playing in Dartford, which wasn't too far from us, in the car. And we got some tickets last minute and saw him, and it was a really enjoyable gig. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it because I wasn't saying I'm a massive Greg Lake fan, of his solo career, but he did stuff from all over his career, and he told stories, and it was really affable, and it was a nice. It wasn't like a gig. It was like an old friend was having a chat with you. It was really nice, and I'm really glad I saw it. It makes me feel a bit upset thinking about it, because I really enjoyed it, because I wasn't expecting anything, and there he was, you know. And this is the booklet. This is what you buy it for on vinyl, because it's got some big. Well, let me get me big black thing out of the way. Look at that. Super widescreen. I'm scared of bending it up. What's the best way of doing this? There you go. Put it on the table, Darren. Do it like you used to do it. Fuck that. And it's the inside. The words. The words are written by Chris Welch, a proper bona fide journalist. None of that fan crap that they get these days. The fans writing for it. An actual journo who was there, who was actually met Greg Lake a number of times in the 70s when ELP were at their height. Somebody who was at the gigs, somebody who knows these things, you know. And that's what you want. Chris Welch, very, very good. And there's many quotes and that from people who were in his circle, you know, complimenting him. But, you know, what I think's notable in the tributes, he says, knocking something on the floor there, was people like Carl Palmer were missing, and you know, people in, you know, who had worked with him. You know, I'm looking at you, that band. You know, they didn't get their quotes in this booklet. But hey, you know, everyone's got an ego these days, haven't they? You know what egos are like. And boy, the musicians have egos, massive, giant, flipping egos. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's nice. It's, again, you get to see it. And if you've read these biography, I did do a review of that. He's very good. I did enjoy his biography as well, and that's why I bought it for the booklet, really. So I could have a little readie. So yeah. It's a fairly decent summation of his career. Starts off, it's bookmarked by peace songs from In the Wake of Poseidon. They bookmark the album, of course, permission given by the featured artist, copyright, etc. That's better. Now you can see my wonderful face. Shy Limbs, Love, Single Mints. I've not heard that. I don't know. I've never really investigated Lake's early career. Just moving the microphone. Don't worry. You won't. Don't want it peeping in. Those YouTubers who have the microphone right next to them, very unprofessional. I think they're DJs. Very unprofessional. Not like me. Totally professional. You are allowed to laugh, all right? Yeah, I thought that was an interesting track, Love, by the Shy Limbs. Never heard it before. I thought it was a bit of a rip-roarer. Enjoyed it for something that from the far-flung past. Then we have that band, and in the Court of Crimson King from the Fillmore West. Again, I'd heard it. Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Take a Pebble. Again, majority of the stuff on this I'd heard. Epitaph from Battlefield. I Believe in Father Christmas, original single version, which I thought was different because I didn't have the original. I've got the Works version. I know that from Work. Where is it on Works, isn't it? Sailor V, For You. 21st Century Schizoid Man, live at the Hammersmith Odeon 1981. It's different. It's funky. It's 80s. It's got like the 80s synth sounds, and it's a bit funky, you know. It's got a different take to it, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a different take. But you have the wonderful mellifluent vocals from Greg Lake, you know. They are sonorous, are they not? And with his voice, the song is... Yeah. We've got, again, Lucky Man, Only Way, The Sage, Trilogy from the beginning. I've done this out of sequence, by the way. And then by side D, you've got his the Greg Lake stuff. It Hurts, Black and Blue, Haunted. His track Affairs with the Heart with Jeff Downes. Funny because I felt like I'd heard it. I thought I know that song. There you go. Carnival 9 live at the Teatro Municipal 2012. And that, so it's a good. I think again, it's a good collection. It captures the essence of his career. Trying to think. Again, I can't really compare it because the CD has got more tracks and it's more, just by design, is I suppose more authoritative. You know, I mean, for example, let me see what's on the CD. What we're missing here. Let's make it big so I can read it because I'm old. You have more ELP stuff on there. A track called Closer to Believing, which is mentioned in the biography as being like a really great track, but is it on here? I don't think it's on here, is it? No, it's not on here, which is stupid. Yeah, more ELP stuff, more Greg Lake stuff, and I Talk to the Wind live from 2012. So yeah, you're missing a considerable dollop of Lake. I hate when they do this. It doesn't. It very rarely happens that you get a LP and a CD being so different. Normally, it's maybe one or two, maybe three tracks that there's a difference with. But this, I mean, this should have obviously been a triple LP, you know, rather than a double. I like it, but I can't guarantee buying it. I can't say buy this. I have to say buy the CD. I'm conflicted because I enjoyed listening to it. It was really nice. I like the booklet, but God damn it! I can't believe you, BMG. You've made me do this. I'm going to have to give this. I'm going to have to give this one Sailor V's out of 5. One Sailor V's out of 5 because you'd have to be an absolute moron to buy the LP. I pre-ordered it. I didn't know that there was no download because sometimes there are download codes inside where you get the full album. It happens, you know. It happened with the oh god, oh crikey! I'm trying to who did it? John Hassell. That was it. John Hassell album. There were some extra tracks. I think it was the re-release of oh god. One of his albums, and it had all the stuff as a bonus in the thing. You had the main album, obviously, and then the bonus tracks were on a download code. I appreciate that. That's cool. That works. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, but I can't recommend it. That's just bizarre. That is just bizarre. Isn't that weird? That's a weird review, isn't it? Isn't that weird? I feel a bit weird. I feel weirded out in consideration because I hadn't looked at the CD. I knew there was more tracks as I casually glanced at it, but I didn't know how many. I was saving it for the analysis, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the review. Other than that, I mean, it is nice. It's a nice. The LP's nice. I like the booklet. It's good. Like I say, it's a bit odd that more of his musical peers aren't in the booklet, you know, saying we miss you and that kind of thing. But again, you don't know the rationale behind that. You don't know the politics behind it. These days, you know, like I said, there's a lot of egos out there, a lot of delicate egos. Why can't we all be nice to each other? Especially when people have passed, you know? They can't hurt you anymore. So yeah, that was a strange review. That's it. I feel a bit downbeat now. Thanks for watching. My name is Darren Locke. I've been talking about Greg Lake, the Anthology. I like it, but I don't like it. And that's that. Thanks for watching. I know Stuart Raybould and all the others are going to go, oh, well, that's what you get for buying LPs. Oh, you should buy CDs. No, it's what happens when BMG screw you over. Because there are right ways of going about this. There is a process, especially when you're paying a premium. It literally costs nothing to put a download code in there or a copy of the CDs in. Either way, it costs pennies to do that, but they don't, and that makes it really bad value and a really bad purchase and an ill thought out release. Thanks for watching. You always get the truth from me. My name's Darren Locke. I'll get my name right now. I don't even know my own name. My name it's the teeth. Wait a minute. My name has been Doreen Locke or something. I can't even remember. Prog on.